You know that friend who goes quiet at parties, then returns a week later with a 12-tab theory about why the chips were arranged by attachment style? Yeah, this one's for them. Today, we're diving into the psychology of deep thinkers, the people whose brains run like a NASA control room, while the rest of us are just trying to find the mute button on life. Buckle up. We're going fast, witty, and a little existential. One, thinking isn't a habit, it's home. Some people think to solve problems. Deep thinkers think to stay alive. Their mind is a scuba tank. Silence is the ocean. While most folks see a tree, they see a biography. Roots negotiating with the soil. Branches bargaining with the sun. A growth strategy worthy of a TED Talk. Psych-wise, their default mode network hums like a late-night jazz bar. Strong during reflection, imagination, memory. Translation: daydreaming is R&D, but with great brain power comes great buffering. 2. The 10 tabs brain, aka metacognition on turbo. Deep thinkers don't just think. They think about the thinking they're thinking. That's metacognition. Stepping outside your head to watch your head. It's like being your own pit crew and race car at the same time. Incredible for self-awareness, dangerous for analysis paralysis. Do I want this, or do I want to want this? And who exactly is the I here? If you've ever mentally rewritten a text 17 times and then sent "sounds good," welcome to the club. Now let's meet their secret superpower and kryptonite. Third pattern radar. Empathy with X-ray vision. Deep thinkers notice micro shifts most people skate past. A smile that doesn't reach the eyes. A laugh that lands 2 beats late. They read tone, timing, and subtext like sheet music. That's high empathy merged with pattern recognition. A detective of emotion in a world full of alibis. The upside, world-class understanding. The downside, once you see the strings, it's hard to enjoy the puppet show. And when the world gets loud, they hit their native language. 4. Solitude is not exile. It's a charging dock. Picture noise cancellation for the soul. Earbuds in, city out. Alone time isn't punishment, it's maintenance. They journal, take long walks, or stare at a wall like it owes them money, because quiet turns chaos into coordinates. After social marathons, they need introvert electrolytes. Call it cognitive detox. But the same attention that brings clarity can spin like a top. 5. Rumination, the mental washing machine. When insight keeps cycling past the rinse, you get rumination. Looping through what-ifs, subtext, and alternate timelines like a Netflix binge you didn't mean to start. It's not negativity. It's an itch for resolution. The growth move? Redirect the loop. What's one action I can take? What evidence would change my mind? That flips the script from spiral to staircase. And while we're climbing, let's visit the mezzanine of meaning. 6. Depth processing. Memories with director's commentary. Deep thinkers don't just remember the event. They remember the lighting, soundtrack, and deleted scenes. Psychologists call it depth processing, encoding experiences with rich meaning and emotion. Nostalgia hits harder because they didn't file the moment under Wednesday. They built a museum wing. The trick is to tour the gallery without moving in. And when the lights dim, the questions get cosmic. 7. Existential mode. Why is there something rather than unread emails? They question reality itself. Purpose, morality, time, consciousness. Not just, what do I want, but what is wanting. It's the difference between anxiety, future forecast, and awareness, Unpacking the weather system. Deep thinkers can feel melancholy, not from gloom, but from seeing beauty and loss braided together. Joy and grief. Two notes, same song. Speaking of songs, let's talk about rhythm, social rhythm. 8. The pause that unnerves people and why it's gold. That long beat before a deep thinker answers. That's not stalling, it's precision. They're running quality control on words because language shapes reality. In fast talk cultures, this reads as shy. In truth, it's intellectual courtesy. If you want fireworks, give them time to pack the powder. But fireworks come with smoke, expectations, and vulnerability. 9. Vulnerability settings. All or nothing hearts. Deep thinkers don't sort of connect. They open like a vault or not at all. When they share, it's the whole novel. Footnotes included. If honesty isn't mutual, the crash hurts because they invest meaning, not minutes. But when trust is real, you get loyalty, insight, and love that's conscious, not casual. And that's exactly why society gets them spectacularly wrong. 10. A slow-cooked mind in a microwave world. We reward speed, certainty, and hot takes. Deep thinkers bring pause, nuance, and it depends. To some, that looks like confusion. In reality, it's intellectual oxygen. The move isn't to think less, it's to translate. Turn insight into expression. Art, code, service, conversation. Thought was never meant to be an escape hatch. It's supposed to be a bridge. Lightning recap, because your brain loves a checklist. Home base is reflection. The default mode network plays ambient jazz. Metacognition equals pit crew plus race car. Watch for analysis jams. Empathy plus pattern radar equals emotional Sherlock. Calibrate for peace. Solitude recharges. Detox doesn't mean disconnect. Rumination wants closure. Convert loops to actions. Depth processing builds museum-grade memories. Visit. Don't move in. Existential thinking asks bigger questions. Awe beats dread. The pause is precision. Give it space. Connection is wholehearted. Protect the bandwidth. The world sprints. Depth sets the pace and still wins the marathon. Okay, that's the map. Now let's talk upgrades. Practical moves deep thinkers use to thrive. Micro rituals for a macro mind. Time-boxed thinking. Set 10 minutes for pure analysis. Then 2 minutes to pick one small action. It turns what if into what's next. Why is their love language? Yours too. Quick real-world scene. You're at dinner. Someone asks, "How was your week?" Your brain prepares a thesis. Try this. Headline first. Surprisingly good. One striking detail. One question back. You still go deep. You just stop digging the hole before the appetizers arrive. Common misunderstandings to retire. Deep thinkers are antisocial. Nah, they're selectively social. If the conversation has scaffolding, they'll build a cathedral. They're dramatic. No, high resolution isn't melodrama. Seeing 10 shades of gray isn't extra, it's accurate. They're indecisive. Try thorough. Decisive after. Understanding beats confident guessing every time. A note on humor. Deep thinkers are often hilarious. When you see life's absurdity from 30,000 feet, comedy writes itself. Laughter isn't denial. It's wisdom wearing sneakers. And if you love a deep thinker, here's your cheat code. Be curious, not certain. Ask follow-ups. Welcome the pause. Don't fear the long answer. It's a gift with receipts. Before we land this plane, a gentle paradox. The goal isn't to think less, it's to feel more on purpose. Let thought serve life, not replace it. Let insight become art, kindness, or simply a well-timed silence that says, I'm here. Depth is not a mood. It's a method of compassion. If this episode gave your mind a cozy thunderstorm, do 3 things. Tap, like so the algorithm stops recommending banana peel pranks. Share this with the friend who stores their feelings in spreadsheets, and subscribe to Perceptimatrix, where psychology meets philosophy with cinematic vibes and zero fluff. New drops twice a week. Join us, think with us, and bring your questions. We bring the shovels. Up next, we're tackling why smart people miss obvious red flags, with a brain hack you can use on your next decision in under 60 seconds. You're going to want that. See you there. Concepts like the default mode network, metacognition, depth processing, rumination, and the solitude as restorative idea inform this script and align with research-style framing in the reference text you shared.